Welcome to Tennis United. We've got another special show. This week, it's all about the Russians.
We have a lot of Russian talent overflowing, taking over Tennis United, both past, present. We got them all this week.
Welcome to Russian Week.
No, not really. I'm pretty old. These guys are very young.
Second double fault. Yevgeny breaks the racket.
Rolling on the court, crying, and throwing the rackets to the forest.
It was my friend which was living next to me, took me to tennis, and I just loved it.
Every day there was a new twist, and had like a happy ending, and it was like it could have been a movie. We have pretty much all, most of the top Russians. We are missing Karen Kachanov from the ATP side. He should be joining us.
But I heard he usually runs a little late.
By the way, is Karen always late or?
Always. Daniel, you know better.
Yeah, you should have texted him that we are doing this actually 30 minutes before. Like this, he would be on time.
What was the junior scene like in Russia?
Me and Andre, when we played together in juniors, was really calm, calm. Actually, when we first met, was it like when we were like 10 years old? I think that was the worst attitude that happened ever in world tennis.
There we go. Karen made it.
Thanks for so big applause, guys.
Karen, just to catch you up, we're talking a little bit about juniors. Do you remember any matches or anything with them?
Oh, so many matches with these two guys. I remember still when Daniel was still rolling on the court, crying, and throwing the rackets to the forest. Yeah. that was terrible behavior, but I think it's a pity that we don't have videos of him.
Sveta, I know you and I are actually the same age, I think. So I know you must have played Nastya a bit growing up.
No, not really. I'm pretty old. These guys are very young.
No, you're not that old. You're not that old. I feel like Nastya's been pro forever too.
Sveta was far, she was number 2 in the world or something. So, but she was always friendly with me, and that's how we started.
Sveta has a Grand Slam trophy here. So, do you guys remember where you were when Sveta won her trophy back in 2004, U.S. Open?
I was going to the second class in school, So that's
I wasn't the first.
I must have been doing my homework.
Thank you, Karen, for making me feel very old.
No,
I think Sveta, it's awesome. You're a physical beast out there still. I mean, how do you do it? How do you keep it up?
Well, I think for sure when I was younger, I used to work much more than I do now. And now I balance in between my experience and my work. So it's not that easy now, but still trying to keep up with the young guns.
I remember when there was Kremlin Cup, and I was maybe, 900, 800. And of course, this ranking is very tough to get a practice court to practice. And Sveta was practicing with the dog on the central court. That's the first thing I remember. Just completely normal,
I want to know the first trophy that you won.
First no, but
second.
No, I remember that's the best one. Roland Garros juniors. Actually, we won the same year with Andre.
Yes.
Wow, Russian takeover of Roland Garros.
What's the best crowd that you've played in front of? Do you have a favorite where the crowd was really into the match, but either behind you or against you? I don't know.
US Open without a doubt.
I was going to ask you, Daniel, start with you.
US Open last year was special in many ways, and I think I will remember it for all my life,
It was cool because it was like a story. It was like a script. It was evolving. Every day there was a new twist and turn, and it had a happy ending, and it could have been a movie.
Karen, what about you?
In US Open against Nadal 2 years ago in Arthur Ashe, I think that was really nuts. They were 4 hours and a half. They were screaming like crazy. Basically, first for Rafa, then for me, then mostly for Rafa again.
I think it was Indian Wells 2018 semifinal against Venus. Yeah, because first crowd was on her side, but then I turned it. Yeah.
You won them over?
Yeah. At the end they were maybe Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they were more for me.
Probably the night match, the final of the US Open, because I just remember still in my ears how the crowd was reacting, and I think it's amazing.
And Nastya, how do you feel? How do you guys feel when you play at home, when you play either Moscow or St. Petersburg?
A couple of times I actually played against Sveta in the final, and I played against Dasha twice during Kremlin Cup, so it was pretty good. And like probably the best is Fed Cup, I would say.
Yeah, the Fed Cup, you guys, Russians get pretty rowdy. Danielle, I have a question for you. Have you, when signing autographs, have you ever been mistaken for any of the other Russian players, or any player for that matter, from a fan?
Yeah, I remember a funny story. It was during Australian Open. Andre is getting really angry if you call him Yannick, because he looks like Sinner a little bit, and he goes crazy.
It's the hair. It's the hair, man. It's the Yannick Sinner hair. Is that why?
And so during this US Open, he comes into the locker room and I say, hi Yannick, how are you? And he goes angry. He goes away for 10 minutes, comes back 10 minutes later and says, you are Davydenko then.
Karen, I know you get confused by this one guy, this actor, this famous person. I don't even know his name.
Liam Hemsworth.
I'm sick of it, guys. Stop it. Well, actually, it was a US Open match, I think in 2018. I think after this match, actually somebody wrote on Twitter that I look like Hemsworth, and then it started, all over the place.
More from this entertaining group in part 2 of the show.
All right, guys, I'm joined by two of the greatest Russian tennis players of all time, Yevgeny Kafelnikov and Marat Safin. Guys, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Marat, how many rackets have you broken in your career? Legendary racket breaker. How many rackets? Come on, give me a number.
1,055.
you probably know exactly.
Because I got the snowboard from a head company, and they wrote it there, 1,055. They count each one of them.
No way. That is actually hilarious. All right, guys, the two of you are both former world number ones. Right now we have another great group of young Russian tennis players. What is it about your country that it continues to produce such great players?
When I became a top 10 player, basically Marat was 6 years younger than me, and he wanted to catch up with me. So we had kind of healthy competition between each other, and one was driven by another. We got three guys who are in the top 20, and they all three competing with each other. That's the reason why the tennis in Russia is very successful at the moment.
It's a healthy competition because they are still friends. They go out for dinner together, and they are very nice guys actually, which is good, and they're ready to learn, which is also good.
When you guys were playing in your generation, the Russians, were you guys always pretty close?
We're always going to be friends. We was friends, but each one of us were doing their own thing. Marat had his entourage that he was happy to be around with, and I had my entourage.
What would you say is like your most vivid memory of your career?
Winning the slams, at least for me, reaching number one in the world, was pinnacle of my career, and then they all mean a lot to me.
One of obviously is US Open. Second one is beating Federer in the semifinals of Australia and then winning Australia. First one was unexpected, and the second one was the workable one. And I had a few attempts, and it didn't work out for me. So it was like the third one. I had too much pressure to win it, and finally I managed it.
So you both retired relatively early. When did you realize it was time to stop?
Okay, so my career was like this. I played 1 year and I was injured 1 year. I was playing 1 year, injured 1 year, half injured. So then the big injury came after I won the Australian in 2005. After 3 months, in India I started to have a knee pain, So the doctor said, okay, you wait until the clay court season because it's going to be easier there, and then you'll see. And it was getting worse and worse. And then that was a tough moment to accept that I cannot run. My knee doesn't let me. And then you start to have paranoia. You don't want to play to be 10 in the world. I was playing to be number one or top 3 at least. The other parts, other numbers are not interesting. Let's put it this way. In my experience,
I have to agree with Marat. You know, the one thing I never lost interest of the game. I love competition, but I run definitely. The reason I stopped, I couldn't compete with the young guys because, you know, mainly what Marat has said, we're losing the quickness around the court, and we are playing definitely, you know, for winning the tournaments, winning the titles. And I retired when I was 42 and still in the world. I could have, you know, played more years, but I just couldn't compete with the younger guys. That's for sure.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up with a little story from either of your careers. Who wants to take it?
Okay. I'm gonna say.
Yes.
So listen to this one.
Oh, good.
So the tournament in Barcelona, Yevgeny is playing doubles against Vacek. Oh no, he's playing doubles with Vacek. So Vacek is serving double fault. Okay. Yevgeny is getting pissed slowly, you know. Vacek is making the second double fault. Yevgeny breaks the racket.
No way. You gotta be kidding me. I've never heard anything like it in my life.
True story. Yeah, I was getting pissed
That
with
is
my
so
double
good.
partner. Yeah.
Just the visual of that.
No pressure, man. No pressure.
Incredible. That is incredible. I'm going to assume that was the last time you guys played doubles together.
I have nothing to add on. No more. That's funny.
Okay, guys. Hey, Marat, Yevgeny, that was so awesome. Sorry, seriously, it was really great to hear from you guys. Thanks for joining. You guys are legends.
Hey.
That was a lot of fun, guys.
Ciao, boys.
We keep in touch. Good talking to you, boys.
Ciao, ciao.
I am very excited for this interview on Tennis United. I am talking to the godmother of Russian tennis. What a legend. Olga, how are you doing? It is great to see you and great to chat with you.
It's nice that you didn't say that I'm grandmother. I'm just only mother of the tennis.
I'm curious, let's start back when you were playing though, in the 70s. Tell me a little bit about Russian tennis in the 70s.
First of all, when we played, the tennis was, as you remember, was not Olympic sport, right? I didn't know anything about it when I started. Actually, it was my friend which was living next to me, took me to tennis, and I just loved it. I didn't know anything about Wimbledon. I was just playing tennis. And I think at 16, when I started to play really well, then, I mean, I was told that, yeah, I have a chance to go to Wimbledon. You know, it was just a dream, you know, because it's not only... tennis was something different, you know, at that time.
Yeah, and actually, I wanted to talk a little bit about Masha, about Maria Sharapova, because her impact really catapulted tennis with her fame, with her success, everything. How important and impactful was Maria in Russian tennis?
Look at this. Masha is not only known in Russia. She's known around the whole world. And I think she's, my opinion, she did so much herself, then I think it's actually impossible to describe. I admire every step of her life because, you know, I mean, I read her book, of course, and I knew from before how much she's actually put into, how much effort she put into her game. And I have to say she's incredible. As you know, because you're a tennis player, and I think you know how difficult sometimes to change certain things in your game. And Masha was her, you know, the injuries, you know, she changed her serve. She changed her forehand, and she changed a little bit of her game, right? I mean, every coach was trying to, and she was, it's not easy, as you know. Sometimes it's difficult to move the grip a little bit, but to change serve, which was her base, if she did not have serve, she would not have a game. And she made the decision to do it, and she did it. I mean, to win French Open twice, come on.
2020, there's a lot of great Russian players right now. Who do you see holding up a Grand Slam trophy next out of all the young guns, all the current players right now for Russia?
Khachanov is incredible. Rublev, very good. You know, I mean, they're all so good.
Medvedev was coming close.
I mean, come on, you know, all of them so good. You know, that I think one of them for sure will do a big thing.
Olga, really, thank you so much for chatting with me. This was a lot of fun. I'm sure we could talk another 30 minutes about all things Russian tennis, but I've really enjoyed chatting with you. So thanks for coming on.
Okay, next time in Moscow. Okay, then.
Definitely, I'll take you up on that for sure.
Okay, bye-bye.
We're curious about creating the perfect player.
We are going to build the ultimate Russian players right now. Who has the best serve ever? ATP. Best Russian serve. Let's go.
Marat? Can we take Marat serve? No?
And what? Daniel serves is what?
Daniel. I changed my mind. Daniel serve.
Oh no. Sometimes, but not all the time, you know.
Daniel is tactics, dirty play. It's called dirty play.
Why dirty?
I think the forehand of Andre.
Forehand of Andre? All right. There's no disagreement with that. Done. Backhand.
I disagree. I want Daniel forehand.
How about backhand? Marat had a pretty sick backhand.
Oh, Davydenko backhand.
Davydenko is his beast.
Davydenko's
for sure,
are we saying
I think.
Davydenko's backhand?
I would say so too.
I would get Davydenko movement, but backhand of Marat.
Yes, movement for sure.
Marat's
Backhand of Marat was amazing also.
Marat backhand was good.
Okay, we're never gonna decide.
That's a problem, you know.
All Russians have great backhand.
Why do all Russians have good backhands? Why do you guys think that is?
Because if you see our surface, that is ultra fast, and it's impossible to spin the ball. So you learn how to hit flat only with the backhand.
Okay.
Who is the fastest player?
Davydenko
Davydenko. Okay, we all agree.
Or Daniel.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, guys.
Daniel's
I
accepting
try my
that.
best.
Best mentality. Who has the best Russian mentality?
Probably Davydenko. I would go with Davydenko.
Russians, they don't have mentality. They only know how to destroy.
Yeah, we have the mentality to destroy, you know? Yeah, but for sure, Davydenko mentality, 100%.
WTA, all right, here we go. We'll start with the serve.
I'd say Petrova.
I agree.
Yeah.
Nadia,
I agree.
Sveta, what do you think?
Agreed.
Petrova serve? Yeah, could be.
Sveta, where are you going?
All right, forehand, best forehand.
Sveta, forehand.
Sveta, yes, could be.
About touch and feel and drop shots, Kasatkina.
Oh, thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
And best women twinner on tour, I guess.
Yeah, but she doesn't practice serve, forehand, backhand. She's just practicing whole day twinners. You know, that's why.
Exactly, Karen. Exactly.
How are we going to decide who has the best backhand?
Backhand is tough.
Maria.
Nastya has very good backhand as well.
What about Meskina?
Exactly. I agree.
Miskina, we'll give it to
Andre,
Miskina.
you're doing a good job. This is good. And finally, this is a big one. Who has the best Russian mentality?
Maria Sveta.
Her focus was and determination was amazing.
Sveta, I don't know. I think you were a beast out there too. Appreciate you guys coming on Tennis United, but you guys, Russian tennis is strong right now, so we really look forward to seeing you all back on the courts.
Thank you.
Peace and love and peace.
Bethany, that's a wrap on Russian Week. What was your favorite part of the show?
Honestly, I really appreciated my conversation with Olga. I really didn't know much about her, but what she's done for Russian tennis, I mean, she is the OG. So I really enjoyed talking with her. What about you, Vasek?
My highlight was chatting with Marat Safin and Yevgeny Kafelnikov, and especially when Marat started talking about that story where Yevgeny got really upset with his doubles partner for double faulting, and I just lost it.
All right, Vasek, you have a couple days to recover before we start recording next week's Tennis United episode. We'll see you then.
We'll see you next Friday.